I also believe she will be the demise of the show as well.
What do you mean?
I think that a lot of her story is not real. I think she does too much. I think she turns off a lot of black women.
Kenya Moore has broken her silence since the news of her firing. She went on an Instagram Live to talk about what everybody wanted to know. But it turned out to be complete BS, which is what we usually get from Kenya Moore. Let's get right into this. Alright, you guys, so literally 1 week ago, we were on here talking about Kenya Moore doing the unthinkable. She had a reopening of her salon for the 527,000th time. Because remember, they didn't show it last season. They didn't think it was worthy enough of putting it on an episode. And she was so mad about that. Going to Carlos King, crying about, they didn't show my salon. So she's done about 25,000 reopening. So I guess that she must have thought, you know what? Let me make sure that they for real show my salon this time. Let me pull a stunt, which is what she usually is, the queen of stunts, going into other people's salons with a marching band, talk about Kenya Moore hair care. So, one of the newbies, whose name is Brittany Eady, has been beefing with Kenya. About what? We don't know. But, knowing Kenya, probably for the smallest thing, and it's probably all rooted in jealousy. So, the reports were saying that Kenya gathered everybody around, said that she had to show them something. Once they gather around, they pull back the curtain, and what do they see? They see posters of pictures of Brittany Eady performing oral sex. We've talked about how Georgia is one of the states that has very strict laws when it comes to revenge porn, and under Georgia Code 161190, it says that this law makes it illegal to distribute sexually explicit images or videos of another person without their consent and with the intent to harm, harass, intimidate, or coerce the person depicted. Violating Georgia's revenge porn law is a misdemeanor punishable by a fine of up to $1,000, imprisonment for up to 1 year, or both. Subsequent offenses are considered felonies, carrying more severe penalties. And actually, Brittany Eady went on her Instagram story and she posted this code along with saying, thank you to everyone who has reached out to me about what took place at the event yesterday. I'm still processing the nasty, low, disgusting, vile things that was done to try to hurt me. Bullying and revenge porn is never okay. It's never a good feeling being targeted or hazed by someone I thought would embrace me into a new circle that I have never met. For the record, I've never once had the possessions of any weapons or threatened anyone ever. I've never even been to jail in a fight or even had as much as a speeding ticket. That is not in my character. I am hurt by the narrative that is being displayed. Wrong is wrong. That last message she's referencing, it was another rumor that came out that allegedly Brittany said to Kenya, I have guns for bitches like you. But anyway, the point of the story was Kenya distributed revenge porn on her salon opening. Now, all her quacky fans were talking about, that's not true. She would never do that. She then fed them this tweet in which she said, I would never engage in revenge porn. I have never distributed private images or footage of anyone, nor solicited images owned by others to use them to threaten or blackmail. I have always been vindicated. I can't talk about story without even people playing fake news. Listen, you gotta be very attentive to the words that people use. In this tweet, she's trying to say that it doesn't constitute it being revenge porn because she's not using it to threaten or to blackmail. Funny how she didn't use the word harass, which is in Georgia code. And interesting that she said, I've never distributed private images nor solicited images owned by others. So she's trying to cover her behind and people are falling for it. She is not denying what happened. And again, back to Georgia code, it doesn't matter if it was private or not. If the other person is not consenting to it, it is wrong. So like I said, that was about a week ago. In this time though, there was a clip that was leaked from that night. There was also some images of some posters that it looks like there was multiple posters that had multiple things. The one on top talks about her being fraudulent, about Brittany Eady being fraudulent or whatever, but you can see the other posters behind those. And in the clip that was leaked, Kenya is yapping about Brittany is an escort. She charges $1,400.
You are paying for all contacts. Brittany does escort. There's an IG who put her emails out on flash. She charges $1,400 for appointment. You not only a hoe, you a cheat. You are cheating. You all cover the magazines, being a star. You all cover the magazines. You all of those things. Okay? You over here on Snapchat. Your daddy was like, Snapchat me that pussy.
And then if you listen very closely, you can hear someone in the background saying, that's a penis. So that's what's been going on. But then last night, and mainly today, Michelle O'Telian broke the news, but now the Hollywood Reporter, Page 6, People, all Entertainment Tonight are all reporting that Kenya Moore has been suspended indefinitely from the Real Housewives of Atlanta after these posters. So Kenya's antics got the whole damn production shut down. They don't know what they're gonna do. Not only that, forget about Kenya for a second. Porsha's messy situation is worse, is very bad as well. Her soon-to-be ex-husband Simon has been sending cease and desist to Bravo, making it prohibited for Porsha to film in his house in the Rolls Royce that he bought. Before you know it, he's probably going to send a cease and desist for her jewelry, her clothes. She's not going to be able to film a damn thing. The newbies like Angela Oakley are reportedly not giving nothing. They're mainly there because they want to promote their businesses. So this is all a mess, child. This is all a mess. I think they might as well go ahead and cancel this whole damn thing. I honestly think that the biggest mistake they did was keeping Kenya Moore. She's washed up. I don't know why they kept her. So then Kenya goes on her Instagram and tells us that she's going to tell us the tea at 6 p.m. on her Instagram Live. So there we all go. All the nosy people go to her Instagram Live to see what she has to say. Now, she begins by talking about, well, I'm not going to talk about the show until I get 100,000 viewers. Now, that girl knows she wasn't going to get 100,000 viewers. Her posts don't even have 100,000 likes. That's ridiculous. She knew 100,000 people, 250,000 people were not going to join her live. So she was teasing us. All she did on the Instagram Live was promote her business, which, okay. She said nothing about her suspension. All she said was, my salon this, my salon that. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep on with my business. But she didn't address the elephant in the room. So that was a waste of time. So there you have it, you guys. Kenya Moore pushed the envelope way too far. And it had to happen. It had to happen, people. I said it from the very first day that it happened. If what Kenya did is true, she needs to be fired immediately and she cannot continue filming any longer. Universal Studios needs to take a stand and they cannot allow this, you guys. Especially if it was filmed. What the hell? Yeah, no way that you could do something so egregious like that. I don't care how much you don't like someone. How dare you do that? Show an explicit picture of them performing a sexual act in front of people? And for the people justifying that, they're just as crazy as she is. The crazy thing is that there are still people that are so delusional saying, no, she's not. This is all fake. Really? I just can't believe that there's people even trying to justify this for 1 second. And actually, not too long ago, so somebody on Twitter posted a tweet in which they said they were referencing the situation going on in Vanderpump Rules, and they said, but Tom Sandoval can screen record Raquel touching herself without her consent and end up on Traitors. And then Kenya Moore replies to that and she puts an emoji. So she's clearly trying to send a message about maybe some type of double standard that she wants to point out. Which even if, he still didn't do that at work. It's comparing apples to oranges. But there you have it, you guys. This is what happens when you try to make the villain the main character of a show. When you enable disgusting behavior, when you enable flirting with married men, when you enable renting men for a storyline, when you enable someone going after people's marriages, when you enable someone to slut shame people, when you enable someone to pull someone's chair while they're sitting, when you enable someone to bring a mistress because they talked about your wig, when you enable someone to throw a glass at, the list can go on and on and on and on. But yeah, you guys, that's what it looks like is happening. Kenya Moore is suspended for her atrocious behavior on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like I said, they might as well go ahead and scrap this whole damn thing. But let me know what are your thoughts about this whole entire situation. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. You have a great one. Bye.
And Kenya stays on the show. She will be the demise of the show.